Hey, what's up Aquamigos? Today we're gonna finish up the stucco on the koi pond. Let's just give a quick hello to the fishies. And over here, this is what I did in my last video. If you guys hadn't seen, I kind of did part of the back section back here. And the only thing I need to finish is like this top area where this top brick is, these wall toppers. So I just got to do that. Pretty much what I did here around the rest of the perimeter of the pond. And then that'll be all the stucco and we can get on to painting. Alright guys, it feels good to be back. I know it's been a while. I've just been super busy. I've mentioned before about like roughly 6 months ago I started a new job and I feel like I'm just busy like all the time, but it's alright. I don't mind being busy. I actually enjoy being busy. But it's kind of slowed down my uploads, but I'm trying to figure that out, guys. I'm gonna get back to uploading a lot. That's my goal at least. But yeah guys, you know how it goes, mixing up the stucco, applying it to the wall, just that upper part of the wall toppers that needs to be covered. Before you start doing this type of work, make sure to stretch out your back because man, it is tiring to be hunched over that long. Alright Aquamigos, I feel like we're making pretty good progress so far. We got this whole area done now. Let me show you guys a close-up look of how it is. The sponge is what kind of gives it that textured look. And yeah guys, so I'm just gonna go ahead and clean all of this out, mix up another batch, and then we'll, you know, continue along this end. I found that mixing up smaller batches of stucco is way easier than mixing up a larger batch. Before I was doing it with like the electric drill mixer thing in like the large mixing tub, and it just takes forever to mix that stucco. So smaller batches, just mixing it by hand, you know, it goes pretty quick. And I know at this point, it might look like the stucco isn't totally matching the bottom part of the wall, but watch until the end. At the end of this video, I'll show how it looks when it's all dry and everything, and I think it looks great. I think it really turned out well, but of course, I'd love to hear your guys' opinions. Alright Aquamigos, I think I only need to mix up one more batch to finish up this last part, like over there, and then just a small part over here, like up to like right there. I'm pretty sure I could do that with just like one more batch of stucco. And before I do that, I'm just gonna go ahead and clean off the tools and everything. It's much easier to do this when the tools are like pretty clean. Once it starts to harden onto the tools, it kind of makes it more of like a messy job. Alright guys, we're pretty much done, but I'm going to try to do one last thing. I'm going to see if I can add some of the lacy texture like we have on the bottom part of the wall. That kind of really gives it that stucco-y look. I'm gonna try to kind of add a little bit of that at the top, just to kind of like make it look like that texture's really being continued. It might work out, it might not. If it doesn't work out, I think it'll be fine. Like I think it looks pretty good as is. It's still drying, and this is kind of the time to do it. Once it's completely dry, it doesn't really come out the right way. So I'm gonna see if I could do that really quick. I kind of did try to do it on the back part. I didn't do so great of a job, but as you can see, I kind of did it here at the top to kind of match the bottom. So yeah, I'm gonna try that. But first I'm gonna clean everything off again, clean off the tools. And the way that you do this, or at least the way that I did the bottom part of the wall, is basically like mix up the stucco a little bit wetter than you normally would. And then you put it on the trowel, basically exactly how I was doing it earlier. And then you kind of just like float the trowel right above the wall with the wet stucco on the end of the trowel and just kind of let it catch wherever it catches. You're not individually putting each like splash of stucco, it's just kind of catching wherever it does on the wall in kind of a random fashion. Alright guys, so that's gonna be just about it for today. I'll come back tomorrow and show you guys how this looks once it's dry. And just one more thing, if any of you guys have a recommendation for an inline dechlorinator that I can like hook up to my garden hose or something like that, let me know down in the comments below because I desperately need to buy one. What I'm doing right now to fill up the ponds is I'm filling up all those trash cans with tap water, then I'm dechlorinating it, and then I'm pumping it into the ponds. It takes forever, so I really need to get an inline dechlorinator. And another question I have is, do inline dechlorinators also neutralize or detoxify ammonia? Because we do have ammonia in our tap water here where I live. It's around like 1 part per million ammonia in our tap water. So let me know down in the comments below if you have any recommendations. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll show you guys what this looks like tomorrow. All right, Aquamigos, it's the next day. Everything's dry. Let's take a look. Check that out, guys. It's like one seamless wall. Check that out. I'm very pleased with how this looks. Yes, not bad for my first wall ever. So I actually already went out to Lowe's earlier today. I picked up a paint roller and a paintbrush. I already have the paint. The color is the same exact color that we have the house. And in my next episode, I'll be painting it. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Once again, as usual, I'd love to give a huge shout out to the Aquamigos. Thank you guys so much for the support. You guys are awesome. And of course, guys, if you did like this video, I'd really appreciate it if you went down there and gave this video a like. If you'd like to see more of my videos in the future and you are not yet subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button and that bell notifications button. I'll go ahead and put my Instagram handle right here, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Peace.